Here's something that's overlooked in the Christian faith, right? Putting things on the Lord's name, right? This is overlooked in the Christian faith, right? Yeah, I don't care. I'm calling this out. I'm doing this out of love, right? I'm not doing this out of hate. I'm not trying to condemn anybody, but also you can block my page. You can unfollow. This is not hate, by the way. But look, y'all. From my standpoint, I looked at this as like this, right? So when you put something on the Lord, right, you actually make a promise on God, right? When you actually make promises to God, right? Not just that, you put things on the Lord as well. Like this new term, this new saying on all that stuff, right? All of it, bro. All that stuff is sin, right? All of it is sin. All of it is sin. And also, when we live into that sin, I used to do that stuff too, right? I didn't even realize what I was doing. And you know how Jesus says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do, right? Even when we're not fully knowledge about it, when we don't even know what we're saying, right? Our word and our tongue has power to it, right? The tongue has the power of death and life, right? So when we speak that stuff on the Lord, and when we lie on the Lord, right? So there's another friend, right? So there's two friends, right? Okay, two friends, right? And then that other person's putting something on their other friend that's not in the friend group, right? Okay, they're putting something on them, right? They're lying on them, right? About a bad life, trying to get them out of a situation. Think about it like that. Jesus has feelings, right? God has feelings, right? He has feelings. We didn't even think about that. He has feelings, right? He's a person too, right? He's an eternal God, right? But think of it like that. Jesus is a person. So why would we put things on him when he can just be stepped all over, right? Why would we do all that, bro? He's just getting stepped over, just putting things on his name, right? That dishonoring his name. It says, you shall not use the Lord's name in vain. But that's not where I'm getting at. I'm getting at making promises on his name and also putting things on his name and then lying on his name as well. It's not just putting things on his name and lying on him. It's also still putting things on his name as well. That's also overlooked in the Christian faith, right? This new term on all this stuff, bro. All of it, bro. It's just dishonoring his name, man. And this is not hate. This is out of love, too. And you're abiding in sin, too, right? And this is not really talked about. This is also getting this bombarded in the Christian faith, right? This is not talked about in the younger generation. That's why some of these younger generations is starting to use this term. Everything they see on social media, they're going to start doing, right? All these new trends, all these other things, all this stuff, they're going to get influenced and their heart's going to get far from God. They said, and remember how God says these people